and truck in stock. This is your last chance to get an unbelievably low price on a brand new Chevy. Plus interest rates as low as 1.9%. Cash rebates up to $1,000. Century 3 Chevrolet's goal is to sell 200 new cars and trucks by the end of August. So they're dealing like never before. Celebrities, Cavaliers, Corsicas, Camaros, Tufts, Chevys, trucks. They've all got to go. Now don't let this fantastic end of summer clearance pass you by. Prices are low, interest rates are low, and Century 3 Chevrolet's trade-in allowance are higher than ever. Why wait? The time to wait and see is now. When these cars are gone, they're gone. It's the now or never sale going on at Century 3 Chevrolet, Lebanon Church Road in West Mifflin, across from the Allegheny County Airport. Now more than ever, price sells cars at Century 3 Chevrolet. And we think this performance tonight is going to sell Chevrolets. We're going to put these cars through a road rugged test here tonight. And we certainly think that it's going to prove the durability and dependability of Chevrolet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Joey rolls on nothing but the best. American-made, quality-built, and competition-tested Cooper tires are his choice. Check the yellow pages for the Cooper tire dealer nearest you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Frank's Auto Supermarket is one of the fine sponsors of our show here tonight. They're located in Uniontown, Greensburg, Charlotte, and soon in Washington, Pennsylvania. Be looking for that new outlet in Washington. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Frank's Auto Supermarket brings you quality name brand auto parts like AC Delco. Low discount prices every day. Wide selection. Large supermarket stores. They've even got shopping carts, baskets, and, well, long aisles. Those too. Low discount prices on name brand motor oil. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the way in, you were given a flyer full of additional values at Frank's Auto Supermarket. They're located Uniontown, Greensburg, Charleroi, and soon in Washington, Pennsylvania. Well, when Joey's got a day off, he's not driving stunt cars. He drives Spalding Top Flight Plus golf balls. When you're out driving the fairways of America, make Spalding Top Flight Plus your choice, too. Of all ages, Joie Chitwood Jr. proudly presents the 44th anniversary edition of the Joie Chitwood Auto Thrill Show, and there they are. Now, whether you enjoy the fantasy of putting yourself in the driver's seat or just appreciate seeing the skill of great drivers demonstrated before your very eyes, sit back and get ready now for the greatest name in thrill shows. And now, to officially commence our show, in true Indianapolis tradition, gentlemen, start your engine! And a good evening and a hearty welcome to the Joie Chitwood Show. Brace yourselves for an evening of thrills, chills, and fine jingling action as these world champions drive to their action-packed event. You've seen them in the movies and on television. They're here tonight to thrill and amaze you in person as they've thrilled millions throughout the world. Now give them a little encouragement and I guarantee they'll knock themselves out to show you a thrilling evening of it. Let's meet our principal performers, young motorcycle riding sensation from New Concord, Ohio, Todd Seeley. Todd is one of the featured motorcycle riders on Miami Vice. The driver of our first automobile is an aspiring young stuntman out there in the 1988 Chevrolet Beretta GT from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, Donnie Gravy. And still they come, featured class rollover champion of the Joie Chitwood Thrill Show for many seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, our super stuntman, super mechanic from St. Petersburg, Florida, Jerry Grundin. Piloting the beautiful IROC Z28 Camaro, also up from St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight, let's meet and greet Gary Duger. There's Gary. One of the featured stuntmen in the very popular action series, Spencer for Hire. From Dothan, Alabama. Let's give a great big Motordrome 70 Speedway welcome to the Z28 Camaro. Now, these are just a few of our stellar performers. Right now, it's time to introduce the star of our show. Watch him as he puts that 1987 Chevrolet Corvette convertible to its paces. He'll be coming back, friends, internationally known Hollywood stunt star. Direct from his performances on Miami Vice, scores the full-length feature film. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome him here tonight, the world's greatest automobile stunt driver, the star of our show, Joie Chitwood Jr. Hey, looks like Joey picked up a rider here tonight. Little hitchhiking, huh? Well, it wouldn't be a thrill show without the old daredevil clown. But, Kraft, right now I'm going to encourage you to get off the track because we're going to get things off to a very rapid pace here tonight as we select the two sleek, sporty, popular, powerful Camaros, the IROC and the Z28. Chuck Fortson from Spencer for Hire, Joie Chitwood Jr. from Miami Vice are going to team up on this one. As we now get underway, two-car precision driving maneuvers. The emphasis during the first portion of our program is on precision driving. That's where we applaud the near misses. So watch them now as they race them over this course. Now deliver the crisscrossing pass with crossovers before, during. Watch out for this one after rampway elevations 1 and 2. They're going to whirl them around now, line them up with bumpers touching. And all eyes on these two great drivers as they approach narrow rampway elevations 1 and 2. Left wheels on the ramp. The maneuver forcing automobile and driver side high. Here they come, ramp elevation number 1, and they're opened over. Number 2, yeah, playing a little bit of bumper tag out there to get the feel of the fast Motordrome 70 Speedway here tonight, giving us an ample sample of the precision driving abilities on the part of our Hollywood stuntmen. Once again, they're going to turn them around, once again race over this course. Watch them now. Chuck Fortson in the lead. Joie Chitwood Jr. close behind. Driving in true daredevil tradition. One hand on the steering wheel at all times as they deliver the crisscross pass back up to the top for the raceway. When they come racing back through this next time, they won't be in there bumper to bumper. No, we're going to try to get them in there close enough and tight enough. Two fleeting Chevrolets on narrow steel ramp, side by side. Let's watch to see if they can pull them off. Gentlemen, a little closer, a little tighter now. Once again, they're up and over. Number 2, yeah, plenty of action and lots of thrills with the Joie Chitwood Danger Angel Show. This is the 44th anniversary edition of the Joie Chitwood Thrill Show. 44 years of bringing thrill show extravaganza to the nation and the world. One final time, now we're going to watch them as they twist them and turn them in and out, back and forth. They're doing a little old-fashioned wig-wagging, a little zig-zagging out there. When Chuck Fortson and Joie Chitwood Jr. come racing back through this next time, they're going to attempt those same dangerous crossovers. Only a moment away to do the first crossover. They've got to be coming out of that ramp. Watch for still another crossover when they leave the second set of ramps. Pacing themselves nicely now. Watch them as they maneuver into position. Crossover over number 1. And there it is! Number 2! Beautifully performed, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it here tonight. You're witnessing an outstanding demonstration of precision driving on the part of world-famous, internationally renowned Joie Chitwood Daredevil. I know that you friendly folks here in Pennsylvania appreciate driving skill when you see it. They're coming back now. What do you say to Chuck Fortson and Joie Chitwood Jr.? There they are. Well, as we told you at the beginning of our show, the performance tonight is a blend of old and new. In addition to all the stunts we're showing performing in those new stock Chevrolets, just like the ones you can buy at Century 3 Chevrolet and equipped with AC Delco parts, just like you buy at all Frank's Auto supermarkets throughout the area. We also got some feats of daring utilizing old automobiles. And right now, one of those old cars is going to come charging down the front straightaway. He's going to take dead aim on this wooden platform, this precarious perch on which Donnie Gravy, stuntman from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, now stands. It's the Leap for Life, one of the new Chitwood Thrill Show stunts. Watch now as Gary Duger races down the front straightaway. Donnie Gravy heads up, get ready, good run! Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the Leap for Life. Donnie Gravy from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania, the courageous stuntman putting it all on the line in that newer Joie Chitwood Thrill Show feat of daring. Well, right now, I invite you to take a ride with me back through automobile thrill show history, several decades. As we welcome on onto the track our young motorcycle riding stuntman, one of the featured performers on Miami Vice. Todd Seeley, with only helmet and some gloves for protection, is going to attempt to negotiate this burning barricade. They've erected a board wall. It's been packed with Excelsior, saturated with gasoline, to create a real blazing, fiery inferno. With only a helmet and some gloves for protection, let's watch now as the signal is given as Todd Seeley races down the front straightaway. Hops up on the line. Oh, wow. He really blasted his way through that blazing barricade, but managed to maintain complete control of motorcycle despite that fiery ordeal. He's coming back. What do you say to our motorcycle riding stuntman from New Concord, Ohio and Miami Vice? That's Todd Seeley out there. Nice riding there, Todd. A fine job indeed here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they'll be clearing the debris from the race road. I'm going to crash. Watch out the car. Look out, crash, Man, oh man, Joey taking dead aim on the seat of your pants here tonight. You got him a little hot there, buddy, and I know why. We told these nice people at the beginning of our show that they were going to see the world's greatest automobile stunt drivers tonight. Well, of course, that's what they're seeing when they watch the pros, but I don't know what you're doing out there because you're certainly no daredevil. You're a daredevil, it's time to prove it. Then what would you like to do? Not the slide for life. That one's too dangerous. Our insurance premiums are high enough already. You insist, huh? Want to do it the hard way. No slide pad. No helmet. No brains. Yeah, traveling well equipped for this one. The finger is pointed right there, Crash. Now let's go, go, go. Up, up, and away. And here we go. Wait a minute, Crash. What's the matter? He's going too fast. I never saw Joey move the car. Are you going to do this or aren't you, Crash? Okay, Joey, now when Crash gets on the rear of that automobile, ready to perform this stunt, take it away and don't spare the horses, all right? Wait a minute, Joey, we forgot something. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it! Out! Oh, Crash fails the brake test. What's the matter, Crash? Your tongue? There's good news. That's not your tongue, it's your thighs. Stick it back where it belongs and let's get going. Yeah, talk about immediate relief. Now, the reason we had to stop you is that you forgot your helmet, okay? Do me a favor. Put it where your brains are and let's get going. I said brains. You're putting it on the wrong end. Ah, that's the end that's coming off first, trying to protect what few brains he's got. Let's watch him. He's going to do it now. Here we go. Oh, 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 my word. What an embarrassing situation Crash finds himself in here tonight. I mean, all he tried to prove was that he was a daredevil. Proved he couldn't even hold his pants up under a little pressure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to accelerate the tempo. We're going to accelerate the pace. It's time to demonstrate old-fashioned hell driving maneuvers. Here they come. Wait a minute, Crash. Now, how dare you bring the fleet to a screeching halt like this? He does not have a flat tire. We roll on Cooper tires. But, Todd, to be on the safe side, you better give it a quick little inspection, all right? Hey, wait a minute, Todd. Todd, he's taking the top. Hey, hold it, hold it. Now, at the clown of this show, Crash, you have your moments, the daredevils have theirs, and never the twain should meet. If you can hear me out there, Crash, I beg of you, I implore you, bring that car back to the staging area. Oh, friends, say a little prayer, cross your fingers. Crash has really gone and done it this time. Watch now. Oh, I hate to even look. Joie Chitwood Jr. is going to force him over these ramps. Here they come now. Look at this. Oh, Crash out there in the lead automobile. Good luck. Driver high. And they fly up and over rampway elevations 1 and 2. Team number 2 take him driver low. Gary Jr. Chuck Fortson. Yeah, all kidding aside this time, our daredevil clown, Jerry Crash Brando, is a professional stunt driver in his own right. You last saw him performing on Smokey and the Bandit 3. Right now he leads Joie Chitwood Jr. back in between ramp elevations 1 and 2. Once again driving in true daredevil tradition. One hand on the steering wheel all the way back up on top. Here comes team number 2, Gary Jr. and Chuck Fortson. They'll snake that Z24 and that Z28 back up to the top of the raceway as well. When they get up there this next time, they're going to all join forces. And when they come racing back, there won't be 2 automobiles addressing these narrow ramps at once. No, we're going to attempt to get them in there close enough and tight enough 4 fleeting Chevrolets on narrow steel ramps at the same time. Let's watch to see if they can pull it off now as they race down the front straightaway. Gentlemen, a little closer, a little tighter. Look at that. You could throw a blanket over those 4 cars. And with a burst of surging power, they go My friends, those Chevys must respond instantaneously to the driver's command. The slightest miscalculation out there, and anything at all can happen. We remind you of the stock Chevrolet, just like the ones you can buy at Century 3 Chevrolet in West Mifflin. They're coming home now. What do you say to Jerry Crash Brando, Gary Druger, Chuck Forsyth, Joie Chitwood Jr. all home, and there they are. And we remind you that those AC Delco parts certainly take their pounding during four-car precision driving maneuvers as well as all the other stunts on our show. All those great AC Delco parts, just like Joey stakes his life on, are available at Frank's Auto Supermarkets, Uniontown, Greensburg, Charleroi, and soon to come in Washington, PA. Well, it's time now for another very traditional automobile thrill show stunt. One of our daredevils is going to be laying down on the job for this one, and that's quite all right with the boss. You see, Donnie Gravy must take up the prone position on the hood of the car if he's soon to become the human hood ornament, the human battering ram. They've erected another board wall out here in the track, packed with Excelsior, saturated with gasoline to create a real blaze. Now, speed is critically important to the young man on the hood of the car, especially at point of impact, at point of contact. Every inch of this young man's body is going to be raced headlong to this blazing barricade. On their way now, get your head down, Donnie! Ladies and gentlemen, you saw for yourselves right here at the Motordrome 70 Speedway, one of the thrill show world's most traditional and daring driving stunts, dating back to the earliest days of the organized thrill shows in America. And as I look out there on the track, they're none the worse for wear despite that fiery ordeal. They're coming back. What do you say to two courageous, daring, dangerous daredevils? The human battering ram, Donnie Gravy from Sinking Spring, Pennsylvania. His driver, Gary Druger from St. Petersburg, Florida. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in case you did not hear our earlier announcements or would still like to purchase one of the Joie Chitwood Thrill Show yearbooks, they will be available right after the show tonight, right down here at the flag stand. And the young lady will come over with a fresh supply. Joey will come over to sign autographs in any of those magazines that you purchase. We remind you that it's a real race fans collector's item because it does give you highlights of the fantastic racing career. A special salute to our show founder, Joie Chitwood Sr. Available right down here at the flag stand along with Joey's autograph after the show. Well, friends, right now, out of respect for this next stunt, Joie Chitwood Jr. will be donning his safety helmet. It's a stunt that has reportedly claimed the lives of 5 outstanding thrill show drivers in the course of automobile thrill show history. Joey himself narrowly escaped serious injury a few seasons ago. He totally ripped the roof of his car off performing this stunt. For this reason, we remove all obstacles from the raceway, all rampway structures. Now, it's the ultimate in precision driving on all 4 wheels. We give you all the gory details, not to frighten you or to bring you to any unnecessary point of anxiety, but to point out rather the skill that is required, the risk involved, as Joie Chitwood Jr. now readies to demonstrate reverse spins. Don't blink, you're going to miss this one. Races that Z28 Camaro, faster, faster, wide open in reverse, makes a complete 180-degree turn, a complete arc out there, and never loses any forward momentum at any given time. Now, that's one you don't see performed every day of the week. And in case you did blink, in case you did miss it, he's going to come back a second time. As a matter of fact, he's going to pick out his spot on the racetrack. Going to do it to it. Right here, right now. Another winding, sweeping, arcing turn and up on his merry way. Oh, how can he drive with such skill? I think you see with this display of precision driving why, when the producers of Miami Vice almost want a little something extra in their stunt exhibition, they turn their attention to the star of our show tonight. He's coming back one more time. One more reverse spin. What do you say to the great one, Joie Chitwood Jr.? Well, friends, you'll notice now that they are erecting one final rampway elevation out here in the middle of the course. And you know, no matter where we go, what part of the country, what part of the world, people talk about this one long after the Chitwood show has left town. Time now for high skis or aerial wingovers. To put that in layman's terms, wait till you see Joie Chitwood Jr. attempt to drive this beautiful 1987 Chevrolet Camaro on 2 wheels. You may have seen this done in the movies or on television. You may have thought, hey, there have to be tricks, hidden cameras, gimmicks. You just don't drive cars on two wheels. Well, you don't and I don't, and please don't try it. The professionals do, and Joie Chitwood is one of those professionals that does. Watch now. He's going to use that elevated ramp to help their automobile up to the balancing point. That's where his years of practice, training, and expertise come into play. Let's watch him now. Joey catches the car at the balancing point. Good luck, Joe. Look at that. He's driving on two wheels. He's actually driving up there on two wheels. Okay, Joey. Now, friends, I have no idea how far Joey's going to be able to go here tonight. Let's face facts. This track has been prepared for racing. It tends to be a little bit bouncy, a little bit soft for Joey attempting this stunt tonight. But one thing is for sure, he's a sport, and he's going to put himself in a position to try it for you once again tonight. The other element here that is different this year is, if you've been following our show the last few seasons, you know Joey has been two-wheeling a Chevy Chevette. This year he's up there in the larger, heavier Chevrolet Camaro. It's a whole different set of rules. Let's see what he does in his second attempt. The undercarriage of his automobile reveals that AC Delco, they're the smart parts. And Joey, the smart thrill show producer, he won't use anything but the best in his Chevys. That's AC Delco parts, just like you can buy at all Frank's Auto Supermarket in Uniontown, Greensburg, Charleroi, and soon in Washington. Look at Joey. He's up there into the first turn, still driving on two wheels here tonight. Joie Chitwood Jr. A beautiful display of man's might over machine. Now he's in the hard part of the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen. It's in between those turns that he actually has to lay the automobile beyond the balancing point, and he's done a fine job of two-wheel driving for you nice folks here tonight. Joie Chitwood Jr. out there showing man's might over machine in a stock Chevrolet Camaro, just like you can buy at Century 3 Chevrolet. Coming back in front of grandstand now, let's give him a nice round of applause for his efforts this evening, Joie Chitwood Jr. Fine effort here tonight, Joey, on the part of Joie Chitwood Jr., and thank you, friends, for your enthusiastic support here tonight as well. Wait a minute, Crash. What are you doing wandering out here in the track now? I mean, I'm just a little bit embarrassed. You know, we told all these nice folks at the outset of our show they were going to see a spectacular performance, Hollywood stunt, and the whole work. Then you come strolling out here looking like some bum, some hobo. Well, I'm sorry, Crash, but I got to call it like I see it. That's all there is to it. But listen, there is a guy here tonight. You know, one of the sponsors of our show is Frank's Auto Supermarket. And Dave Frank is here tonight, and I saw him before the show. He had on a doggone good-looking sports coat here. Dave, are you out here in the audience someplace? Could Crash borrow your coat for the remainder of the show here? I mean, I'm a little embarrassed. You know, you being a sponsor of the show tonight, I'm sure you want everybody in our show looking good, and I think he looks a little trashy, don't you, huh? Could he borrow the coat for the remainder of the show? I know, it looks like a very fine thread, probably pretty expensive too, huh? Very expensive. Well, hey, now that's what you call taking the shirt right off your back. That's what they'll do at Frank's Auto Supermarkets for you. They'll take the shirt right off their back for you. Now, Crash, you can wear that coat for the remainder of the show. I know the sleeves are a little short, but it does improve your look considerably, Crash. You look 100% better out there. Very nattily attired now. But now you can wear it for the remainder of the show, but you got to promise to take good care of it. Take good care of the little firecracker. That's no little firecracker. That's a very large fire. Now, wait a minute. Hold it just a second, Crash. Don't plug your ears, friend, because he's not going to light it. Not with Dave Frank's brand new sports coat on. Absolutely not, Crash. Don't even think about this. Don't do it. Crash. Bang! Now, maybe you see the seriousness of this situation. I want you to take that coat off this instant, and I'm not going to tell you again. Yes, I have to yell because this is very serious business. Frank's Auto Supermarkets, they're one of the fine sponsors of the show tonight. I don't want anything to happen to Dave Frank's coat, all right? Thanks, Chuck. Thank you. Now go ahead, Crash. Get on with this lame brain scheme of yours. Blow whatever few brains you got right out of your head. See if I care. Oh, you want to be a daredevil and hold it. Well, who do you think you're going to find to light that thing anyway? Now, wait a minute, Mike. Don't you go accommodating this guy. You know he's a clown. He spells trouble with a capital T. Oh, all right, but come on, Crash. Quit parading around out there. Now, when he gets it lit, you'd better get rid of it. That's a very large bomb. Indeed, it's lit. Not up there. No, Mike doesn't want to. Mike, what are you going to do? You'll blow his toes off. Watch out. Throw it. Well, thank goodness that's... No. Crash! You had the whole straightaway to throw that bomb. You had to make it a direct hit on Dave Frank's brand new sports coat. Now, he's up here trying to be a good sport about the whole thing. Just what do you propose to do? You'll get it dry cleaned for him, huh? Dave, you know any good tailors? I think you better stop at the tailor shop first. Well, all that nonsense at Dave Frank's expense, simply to give this next motorcycle rider a little chance to get himself organized. Yeah, motorcycle enthusiasts in the crowd, you're going to be well entertained the next few moments. Because we turn the track over to Todd Seeley. It's time for the Todd Seeley Wheelie Show. Watch this young man ride. He pushes the full weight of his body to a rear position on the seat of that motorcycle, thus allowing him to really bring the front wheel off the track surface. Todd Seeley again with the standard riding wheelie. Todd will drop it down, turn it around. We'll see what he pulls out of his bag of tricks this next time. Let's watch him now as he races down the front straightaway, throws all of his weight on one side of the motorcycle to demonstrate a side saddle wheelie. And despite the fact that all of his weight is on one side of the motorcycle, the weight distribution change seems to create no problems for the young man. He continues to slide and glide up and down the straightaway, making it look so easy. But don't be fooled, friends. This young man's been practicing diligently for over a dozen years, amassing the experience required. Once again, Todd demonstrating that side saddle wheelie. Well, he'll work his way up and over the motorcycle a little bit on this next maneuver. We'll watch him now as he turns it around, as he comes racing down the front straightaway. Right now, he's ready to demonstrate the kneeling wheelie. Todd almost likes up to take a moment or two during his portion of the program to pass along a safety message. Whether you're talking about riding bicycles, mini bikes, full-size motorcycles, all-terrain vehicles, if you'll think safety first, you'll almost avoid a lot of hard knocks. Going to do it for you once again, Todd Seeley with the kneeling wheelie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as challenging as each of these rides has been, they're all sort of preliminaries, all build-up to what you're going to see this next time when he comes racing down the front straightaway. Keep an eye on him because he's going to be towering above that motorcycle, standing on the seat, ready to demonstrate the standing wheelie. And despite the fact that he's up there several feet above the track, he still uses plenty of speed for this one. Comes down through pretty much full bore. Watch him do it for you one final time now. Todd Seeley racing down the front straightaway up there on the seat. And here he goes. Look at that. He's balanced up there on just 1 foot. Balancing on just 1 foot. Oh, what a keen sense of balance that young man possesses. Well, friends, right now he's going to give us a look at a little different kind of ride. He's going to turn himself completely around and attempt to ride backwards. A little trick and fancy riding. Let's watch him do it now. Keep in mind, everything must be functioning totally in reverse out there. Everything alien to all this young man's ever learned about riding a motorcycle. If he can find enough room down here at the end of the straightaway, wants to make a complete 360-degree turn while continuing to ride backwards, that's no easy task. He finds the room. We know he's got the skill. What do you say to our motorcycle riding stuntman from New Concord, Ohio and Miami Vice? That's Todd Seeley. Well, friends, in Joie Chitwood's never-ending search for new stunts for our show, he's come up with a real blockbuster this time. It involves Todd and his motorcycle and a pickup truck parked down there in the turn. Now, you'll notice built into that truck, when it comes down in front of the stands, there is a ramp. The ramp rolls on casters, goes up to the bed of the truck to the cab. While that truck is moving, creating a moving ramp, Todd Seeley is going to attempt to jump up and over it. So highly calculated that for a split second, when Todd's front wheel actually makes contact with the ramp, it's going to stop moving. Designed by Joie Chitwood and a friend of his on Miami Vice. stunt coordinator, Paul Knuckles, will watch now as the signal is given. The pickup truck approaches. Todd Seeley will now fall in behind. He's going to be lining it up. Let's watch him now. It's the spectacular motorcycle jump up and over the loading ramp, up over the beautifully done. You've just witnessed another Joie Chitwood Thrill original. He's a motorcycle wheelie man, motorcycle trick rider, world-class motorcycle jumper. He flies motorcycles, Todd Seeley. Well, friends, I have kind of a difficult announcement to make now. You know, wait a minute, no, before that, though, we have got a sensational Hollywood-type crash coming up here right now. And out there in one of the old stock automobiles provided for crashing purposes by the good folks at Century 3 Chevrolet in West Mifflin is Gary Druger, a crash rollover champion. He's going to attempt to completely demolish this old stock automobile. He's going to attempt to make a wheel-to-wheel roll. So let's watch him do it here now. As he comes down the front straightaway, he'll start picking up speed, approach that narrow takeoff ramp. On his way, here we go. Good luck, Gary. Gary, let it go. And getting off there a little bit too big of a bite that time. He'll turn her right around, take it back up to the top of the raceway. The last several nights, Gary been performing and been attempting this stunt in very small, compact cars, and the bigger boat out here that he's in now, a little bit of a readjustment here. So Gary will take it right back up to the top of the raceway, put himself in a position to attempt it again for you here tonight. Gary Druger from St. Petersburg, Florida. Let's see what he does on his second attempt here tonight. Comes down the front straightaway. Once again, starts picking up speed, approaches the ramp on it. There he goes, the top! He's got it! A perfectly executed wheel-to-wheel roll on his second attempt here tonight. He keeps the old stock automobile going, so he will try to make it 2 here tonight. We give them 1 point for each side of the car they roll it over on, an additional 5th point when they control the roll so as to make it wheel-to-wheel. That takes perfect coordination, timing, and execution. You got to really crank that thing on the right time once you're on that ramp. He's going to try to make it 2 tonight. Good luck, Gary. Go, Gary, go. He's got it. And, hey, wait a minute. The man is all charged up here tonight. He's got himself fired up. I mean, pieces of metal hanging in all corners. The roof already greatly indented. Now he's got 10 big points with 2 complete rollovers. He's going to try to make it an unprecedented triple header here tonight. Will he be able to do it? Can he get enough speed up? Good luck, Gary! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 3 perfectly executed wheel-to-wheel rolls. Let's give him a nice round of applause, Gary Druger from St. Petersburg, Florida. 15 complete points here tonight. 15 championship points on the part of Gary Druger that will add to his season's total. Well, friends, Joey had a specialty attraction booked in here tonight. Some of you may remember a few seasons ago, Joie Chitwood III was featured on nationwide television, a very popular show at the time. That's incredible. Well, there was a man on that night with Joie III who billed himself as the world's strongest man. You may remember he conducted a tug-of-war with 2 moving vehicles with his own strength, his own power. He attempted to hold them together while the drivers got in, hit the gas, and tried to pull them apart. Well, he was coming in tonight, but unfortunately canceled out at the last moment here late this afternoon. We do apologize because we thought it would be a nice specialty attraction. Yes, Crash. Well, you're not too good when it comes to solutions. You're great when it comes to problems, but I'll listen. Go ahead. What are you proposing, Crash? You'll fill in for the world's strongest man? Crash, don't make me laugh. We need somebody with a little muscle, a little might, a little raw power and strength. Yeah, we're looking at him. Listen, we do need a couple of moments to set the stage for this next crash coming up. So would you bring out the 88 Chevrolet Beretta GT and the Z24 Cavalier from the staging area, please? Wait a minute, what's the matter? Bring on the heavy Chevys. Now, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You're trying to dig a grave right out here in the middle of Bruce Reinhardt's racetrack. Well, never mind what I got to say. Here they come in the special ramp truck. moving into position now, the Chevrolet van. So they're going to give Crash a couple of heavy-duty ropes here, allow the drivers to put a little tension on those ropes, and then it's going to all be up to old Crasharoonie. Yep, he's going to try to hold these vehicles together. No, I don't like the looks of this at all, Crash. We don't want to see you get hurt here tonight. No, he's going to do it. All right. You leave me no other alternative than to say, Todd C, lady, hit the gas! Hit it! Hit it! Wait a minute, Todd! Hold on, Todd! See, I was afraid of this. Now he's gone and hurt the guy. Crash, are you hurt down there? Yes. Well, what hurt? Everything. Are you in need of medical assistance? He'd love a nurse, yeah. Some things never change. I know they got a first aid team over on the infield. They'd be more than happy to help you out. Oh, wait a minute, we've been had. Oh, Crash pulls another one out of his sleeves, literally this time, sort of leaves us hanging out there, if you know what I mean, huh? Well, all that nonsense, simply to afford our track technicians a chance to set the stage for this next event. From the ridiculous to the rugged, and I do mean rugged, this one strikes fear. Terror in the hearts of stuntmen throughout this great world of ours today. As a matter of fact, there are very few daredevils in existence who'd even consider attempting the suicidal sidewinder flying a head-on crash that you're going to see attempted by one of the Joie Chitwood daredevils here tonight. Chuck Fortson from Spencer for Hire fame is out there in the old stock automobile, provided for crashing purposes by our friends at Century 3 Chevrolet in West Mifflin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we do want to remind you they have a display of Chevrolets. If you haven't seen them out here in back, make sure you stop down right after the show or stop into their showrooms in Lebanon Church Road in West Mifflin for a closer look. Now, if we were going to do this stunt, if Chuck were doing the stunt for the movies or for Spencer for Hire, he'd have several days to prepare the automobile and a team of technicians to help him. Because of our series of one-night stands, we don't have the luxury of time. So we make these cars as safe as possible by removing the glass. We place a regular racing-type safety belt in the car. They wire the doors shut. The driver wears a safety helmet. But it is for the reasons that we don't drive the kind of cars that we do in the movies, that our stuntmen have to be among the most experienced in the business. They got to be able to hit them real hard day after day, night after night, be able to walk away from them, be able to do them again the next night. Chuck Fortson is just such a crash champion, and he now turns the old stock automobile around. And as he brings it back down in front of Grandstand here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because of the seriousness of this stunt, he can use a little bit of our best wishes. What do you say, Motordrome 70 Speedway fans? Let's send him away with our every prayerful best wish here tonight. Now, if all goes well, Chuck hopes to go catapulting up the narrow ramp, hitting the parked car there and go sidewinding down the track, heaven knows where. It's a simulated intersection crash. It's a variation on the old T-bone crash that you may have seen performed by automobile thrill shows in years past. That one updated by the suicidal sidewinder flying head-on crash. Chuck Fortson races out of a turn, out onto the main straightaway. We say good luck, and may God ride with you, Chuck Fortson! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look at that! A crushing crescendo, a crushing steel, but he lives to tell about another one. The indestructible Chuck Fortson does it again. Holy cow, he smacked that one here tonight. A tremendous suicidal sidewinder flying a head-on crash performed by Chuck Fortson. Absolutely outstanding, Chuck. Oh, yeah. Well, friends, you'll notice now that they are bringing the AC Delco Space Rocket out here onto the track. This piece of apparatus to be used in the feature or finale to our show here tonight. And you know, my friends, there's not another automobile thrill show in the world today that offers such a fitting finale to their thrill show production as you're going to see tonight. Because amidst a great deal of flash and fanfare, Joie Chitwood Jr. will attempt the 65-foot jump through space. This piece of apparatus, each and every inch of it, was built after he conceived the idea, was built by Joie Chitwood Sr. himself. There's only one other piece of apparatus like it in the world. That's the one that Joey's younger brother Tim Chitwood uses in our Western unit, making the Chitwood brothers the only two stuntmen in existence performing this very, very dangerous feat. Well, friends, we always think that it's important to take a moment or two during our show to pass along a safety message. Now, we hope that you're enjoying seeing all the stunts performed here tonight. but under no circumstances should you ever consider attempting any of these driving feats yourselves. We remind you that the men out here on the track are all trained professionals, and they know exactly what to do with each and every turn of the wheel. For a novice or an inexperienced person to attempt any of these stunts, however, well, it could prove disastrous. And we don't want you to think that we're here to encourage careless or reckless driving. We're here for one purpose, and that's to entertain. The Chitwoods, despite all, do have an outstanding safety record. They've been very responsible for many of the improvements that have been made to the cars that you and I drive, based on years and years of thrill show performances. They also have done a lot of commercials for nationwide companies, stressing and emphasizing safety. They've long been advocates of the use of safety belts. Quite simply, they say they work. They keep you more erect, in a better position to drive your car. And God forbid you're ever in an accident. Statistically, we know you have a better chance of walking away from that accident if you're wearing your safety belt. Further, the Chitwoods join many councils and agencies in this nation encouraging us to drive responsibly, and that means not drinking and driving. So please, leave the speed to the race car drivers, leave the stunts to the daredevil drivers, drive carefully, drive defensively, and at all times, buckle up for safety. That important message is one that we pass along during each and every one of our thrill show performances at the request of the Joie Chitwood Thrill Show family. Well, as you can see, the AC Delco space rocket is now on its launch pad. They'll be building the receiving lumber up around it. And wait a minute, hold them up there in the pits. Hold them up in the pits, please. We have one more stunt coming up here. Wait a minute, this is no race car, for crying out loud. What do we got out here anyway? Well, I don't know, maybe some poor misguided tourist wandered in off the interstate. Whoever he is, I'm going to have a word with the old boy when I get him out of that contraption, I'll tell you that. I mean, another of him, parking it right up. Well, look who's that. What it is, that's what I was just going to ask you, Crash. What do you got down there anyway? New European import. Well, it looks like a dandy. Where'd you get it from? He got it from abroad, sucking me right in on that one. I don't think I've ever seen a car that looks quite like this, Crash. What do you call it anyway? It's a what? Did you hear that up there? He called it a vomit. Disgusting. How did you come up with a name like that, Crash? Part Volkswagen and part Comet. I guess that'll do it. I suppose it has a couple of very fancy features, huh? Two, and we're going to see both of them, right? It's got the throw-up hood, and after you get done throwing up the hood, of course, you've got to have the bucket seats, yeah. Well, Crash, why don't you just stuff it back in the bucket? I mean, what are you doing out there now anyway? You've come to line it up for your jump. Well, listen, Joie Chitwood Jr. happens to be the man that does the jump, and we got a 1987 Chevrolet Camaro waiting in the wings to perform this jump. So you'll best serve our purposes by just parking that thing over in the staging area there, and then we'll load it up for you after the show, okay? Safe travels wherever you're headed, Crash. We'll see you another day, another way, all right? Okay, very fine, all right? Very good. Okay, here, wait a minute, Crash. Watch out. What's the matter? You think you blow the gasket? I didn't hear a thing. I think you got some other problems, more serious than that. You better take a look at it. What seems to be the problem? Oh, that's it. The carburetor won't carb. The generator won't gen. The motor won't moat. And the pistons, they don't work either. Hey, can we find anything that does work, Crash? Oh, you got something working. Now you got it backfiring out there. Ooh, I don't know, that's pretty colorful. Crash comes complete with his own fireworks display. Bombs away, rockets away, steady as she goes. Watch the trajectory there, Crash. You get hit with one of those, you'll spend the night down there over the wall, yeah. Okay, Crash, that looks pretty hot. If I were you, I would just back up away from that thing, please. I said back up. Don't put your back to it. No, Crash, watch out, no. Don't look now, Crash, but I think your back feels in motion. Yeah. Time out. Time out for what? A short snort. You know Joey doesn't allow the consumption of alcoholic beverages on a show day, and I'll just bet you're out there guzzling booze. Now, fess up. What have you got in the bottle? Just what I thought. Vodka. 100 proof. And real good stuff, too. He likes it a lot, huh? What do you mean what happened to your car? It's right back here where you parked it. Turn around. Now, wait a minute. Don't get anywhere near that contraption. It's got a bad track record. I wouldn't do this, Crash. No, please. No, Crash. No. Pretty powerful, potent stuff you're guzzling, if you ask me, huh? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. What now? Here we go. Oh, hey, you sprung a leak. You better get over there. Oh, the old boy's all wet. I figured he was all wet all along. He's proving it now, though. All right, Crash, why don't you just put a cap on it, huh? You what? You don't know what to do. The boy's a little confused. Will the mechanics please stand by? We're going to give him one last chance to start this thing. If it doesn't go this time, we're going to get the hook out here, all right? All right, very fine. Let's listen for the 100th look. Hey, wait a minute, Crash! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, everybody loves the clown. We hope you've enjoyed our Thrill Show clown here tonight. We think he's one of the great ones. From Utica, New York, what do you say to Jerry Crash Brando? Good job, Jerry. Good show. Thank you very much, and thank you, friends. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we turn Joey loose in the last stunt of the evening, I want to remind you that tonight we've tried to show you proof positive of the reliability, the durability, and the dependability of Chevrolet. Reminding you that all the automobiles that we've used in our show are stock Chevys, just like the ones you can buy at Century 3 Chevrolet, across from Allegheny County Airport, Lebanon Church Road in West Mifflin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they've got that now or never sale going on right now. You're going to buy celebrities, Cavaliers, Corsicas, Camaros, tough Chevy trucks. They've all got to go. Don't let this fantastic end of summer clearance sale pass you by. Prices are low, interest rates are low, and Century 3 Chevrolet trade-in allowances are higher than ever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the market for a new or used car, stop in, take advantage of year-end savings right now. Now, more than ever, Price sells cars at Century 3 Chevrolet, Lebanon Church Road in West Mifflin. Stop in real soon and tell them that Joie Chitwood Jr. sent you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Frank's Auto Supermarket, one of the proud co-sponsors of the Joie Chitwood Thrill Show here tonight, invites you to stop into any one of their outlets in Uniontown, Greensburg, Charleroi, or soon in Washington, PA, for quality name brand auto parts like AC Delco. Low discount prices every day, a wide selection, large supermarket store atmosphere with shopping carts, baskets, long aisles, trained professional sales force, thousands of parts for imports as well as domestics. They also have truck parts and accessories, low discount prices on name brand motor oils. We wish to thank the good folks at Frank's Auto Supermarket for their cooperation in the promotion for and presentation of our show here tonight. Stop in and they'll certainly take care of all of your parts needs. Finally, when Joey's got a day off, he's not driving stunt cars. He drives folding top flight plus golf balls. When you're out driving the fairways of America, make folding top flight plus your choice too. We come now to our final and concluding feature event of the night. We saved the best for last. Undoubtedly one of the greatest outdoor pullers of all time, the AC Delco Space Rocket Jump, featuring the auto astronaut Joie Chitwood Jr. His fellow colleagues have wished him good luck and Godspeed, and now in the next few dramatic, fateful moments, Joie Chitwood Jr. must cram all the knowledge and skill he's attained from the tender age of 5, tutored by his world-famous father. Everything must be scientifically calculated, perfectly coordinated, precisely executed. A mile or two too fast or too slow could prove disastrous. On his way, the entry flare ignited. Will he have the proper speed? Will he be able to make it? The moment of truth. Good luck and God will with you, Joey. Beautifully done. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw for yourselves with your very own eyes the AC Delco Space Rocket Jump. And in a show where all of the stuntmen are spectacular, Joie Chitwood Jr. is superb. There he is, and there they are. Thank you very much. You've been a fine audience indeed here tonight. If you'd like additional copies of our souvenir magazine, they are 25.